Feet that are functioning naturally should be tough and resilient, which means they should be able to tolerate deep pressure and load. And this is obviously critical for exploring natural surfaces and environments, but it is also just an important part of maintaining healthy, thriving feet in our modern life as well. These days, unfortunately, most people have very weak and hypersensitive feet simply because they've effectively been walking around on cushions all day, every day for years, and very rarely are they exposed to natural surfaces while barefoot. But it is always possible to improve with gradual exposure, and our favorite way to start this process is with a practice called sole exploration, which I'll be taking you through in this video today. For sole exploration, you'll be setting up in standing, and you'll need either a soulmate if you've got one, this is perfect. Otherwise, a towel and dowel combo, or you could use a yoga mat like I am here. Something to cushion your foot between the dowel or broomstick, it could be. So I'll demonstrate on this. And the way it works is most of your body weight is on the back foot, and you will slowly load some body weight onto a part of your foot and then come back, reset, change the part of your foot and go again. And you just repeat that process such that you're exploring the sole of your foot with pressure. So the idea is we are gradually wanting to increase our tolerance to pressure through the bottom of our feet. And this simulates the kinds of loads and textures that we would receive in a natural environment through things like rocks and roots and logs and so on. So at first, even with a lot of cushioning, and you may find that cushioning is helpful even if you're doing this on the soulmate, by the way. But over time, you can reduce the amount of cushioning just by unrolling the mat or towel a bit, and that will create more pressure and more intensity. And so you want to gradually reduce the cushioning and gradually increase how much body weight you can tolerate on all angles of your foot. And that includes, everywhere in the sole of your foot, along the outside, along the forefoot, like that. Our feet should be resilient to these loads, and it just takes time to restore that time, consistency, and exposure. So over time, like I said, change the cushioning, increase the load, and eventually you could do this with both feet on at the same time, and that is obviously your full body weight going through your feet and taking on that pressure. And this can be a little bit of a balance challenge as well. So you can either embrace that balance challenge if you feel safe and confident enough to do so. Otherwise, you could set up next to a wall and just use that wall for balance as you march like this. So expect more intensity with this because your entire body weight is loading through there. And just to show for reference, no cushioning at all, your feet should still be able to tolerate over time. You can build up to the ability for your feet to tolerate your full body weight on a broomstick, on a soulmate, on a beam, and that, like I said, would represent a rock, a root, a log in nature, and really represents the resilience and the toughness of your feet and their ability to tolerate load. This tutorial is taken directly from our foot restoration program, which is a 12-week course that guides you through every step of the journey towards restoring that natural foot function. So I highly recommend checking that out if you're struggling to make progress or build a consistent training habit that is progressing you towards your foot health goals.